Lost control, did you, mate? I think you guys should decide. Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. If this is your first time here and you like watching all sorts of GT Sport related stuff, subscribe now and click the bell icon so you get notified of every video I upload and you don't miss a thing. Now today's video was supposed to be the next video in our Beginner to Winner series. The series that documents my journey of going from a controller with assists to a wheel without any and trying to achieve my ultimate goal of becoming an A+ ranked driver. But as you can probably tell by the title, the video category now changes from Beginner to Winner series to Dirty Driver, which we all love a bit of really. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end of the video to see what happens and whether I make any progress on my DR. So let's get into it. So now that the races are weekly, we know the drill. We've done this race a few times now and I've shown you a couple of videos on the channel. We've got 10 laps around Suzuka in Group 3. We are using the Lexus as someone in the Mert there goes off on the first corner, schoolboy error there, just chucking it away in the first corner, not what you want. So we qualified originally in 16th, but someone appeared to fall asleep on the line, so we overtook him up to 15th, and then you've just seen that, so we're up to 14th. So as always, we're just going to be nice and conservative for this first lap. It doesn't look like, as the guys behind us have dropped off a little bit, that we're going to get too much pressure, but we're going to try and keep up with this guy whilst fuel saving as much as we can, so that we can sit in his slipstream and come in with as much fuel as possible and jump as many people as possible in the pits. I'm aiming for about 40%. I would expect most others to be either in the teens or low 20s, depending on what car they're in, but for me the Lexus is definitely the best option around Suzuka. Now you'll see that the guy in front is pulling away, Texas Ranger. He's featured in a couple of our videos before, the fellow Brit there. I'm not going to go chasing after him because I've done this race a couple of times now and I know what I need to do to make sure that I've got the most adequate amount of fuel remaining for my strategy. So whilst he's running off into the distance, yeah, it'd be ideal if we were within 1 second of him so we could pick up on his slipstream, but it looks like, having seen his driving, it looks like he's pushing quite hard, so we're going to let him go and we're hopefully going to overtake him in the pits whilst we don't have to fill up so much. If you keep your eyes to the left, you'll see someone has made an error there, so we're now up to 13th. So we've made up 3 places on that first lap. We're now on the second lap. As you can see, I'm changing early here because we're concentrating on our race rather than being influenced by others. And we're going to try and be consistent as we can. As somebody else makes another error, another fellow Brit there in the McLaren, we're going to go up the inside of him here. So we've now taken 12th place. As I was saying, we're just going to try and remain consistent and take advantage of everybody else's mistakes as they push, whilst keeping our strategy intact. You will see now that we've jumped forward to the end of lap number 3, coming to 130R here. The yellow flags are back out, which means someone has made a mistake somewhere. Let's see what's happened here. Coming down to the Casio triangle, I imagine someone's probably lost it on the exit. There we go, there's a Frenchman there in the gravel, clearly got on the loud pedal too much coming out of the final corner on that downhill right-hander, and they've swapped ends. End of lap number 4 now. As you can see, somebody is pitted there, one of the fast guys, Hello Dean there. So we're now up to 10th place and we happen to be sitting in the guy in 9th slipstream, which is really, really good for our fuel economy. If you note, he was the one who ran off into the distance earlier off the start. We've managed to catch him up while still running our race. He didn't make a mistake or anything, we just kind of caught up with him, to be honest. So this doesn't change anything, it's just a bonus for us. I'm not going to attack him because that means he's going to slow down even more, which is going to back me up, which is not good. That's not what we want for the overall result of the race here. So we're going to just stay behind him. This is our in lap now. Going to keep changing early as you can see, just over halfway there. Nice and smooth, because I guarantee you, having looked at the way he was driving and the way that I've seen other people drive in this race, we're going to be quids in when we have a look at our fuel levels in the pit stops. So coming around the hairpin here, again, didn't make a move on him. This isn't our race at the moment because he's going to be long gone once we pit. Coming down into spoon here, already up into 6th gear. You can see it even pulls in 6th gear, we were still catching him. So always best to get in the highest gear as possible if you're catching them, to be quite honest. If you're catching them, the guy in front, if you're having a look on the left hand side, if you're looking at the delta and you're catching them and you're not in the highest gear, then you're wasting an opportunity, in my opinion, to save fuel if that's your strategy. So you should get into it as soon as possible. So coming through 130, we're going to start to see people's fuel here. 21, 31. Coming into Casio Triangle, 12 there. So all sorts of differing fuel economy. Someone's hit the wall on the way in. We're on 39 and look at everyone around us. We've done a much better job apart from the guy in second there, Momos, who funnily enough is the subject of today's video. So we're going to get some new boots on. We're going to fuel up just past the diamond there in case we need more fuel. We need to rag it, and as you can see, we've jumped a few people now. You can't even see the Texas Ranger guy now. We've jumped him by almost 4 seconds there. Someone makes a mistake straight out of the pits. So we're now up to 9th and we are looking good. As we finish the lap here, you can see that a couple more guys were yet to pit, so we jumped up a couple more places and we are now up to 7th. Have a look on the right hand side here. Someone's going to be coming out the pits. Let's see what happens in front of these guys. Oh, the Spaniard has just been overtaken there. You can see the guy behind there going real deep into the corner. He's really pushing hard, which isn't always the fastest way, as we can testify, because we've been going slow and steady and we're doing all right so far. But we're up to 8th now, and this is the phase of the race that we can start coming alive. We are going to rejoin the action here on lap number 8, just making our way down towards the hairpin. We're now in a train of guys here. As you can see, Momos is in 5th. He's got a penalty. I dread to think what that was for. So we've got 5th, 6th, 7th. I'm in 8th. And then we've got Spaniard behind us in 9th. So again, I am on my quest, or I was on my quest to become an A+ rank driver. So I'm not going to get too aggressive with these guys. I don't want to bin it off completely. I've got a bigger agenda here. So as you can see, there's a Ford behind us, the Spaniard, so he is going to be quick. It looks as if there's some moves going on, so I have to get out the throttle here, and the opportunistic Spaniard just chucks it up the inside of me there. But as I say, I'm not going to contest this because I don't want to end up off the track like, oh, it's getting a bit funny. There you go. See, that's exactly why I'm not too aggressive, because that Spaniard has just lost absolutely everything. The other Spaniard there gets rid of his penalty. I don't know why that is. He must have thought it was the last lap or something. And we are now getting to the sharp end of the race, and in front of us is the reason for the title of this video. So my stance and strategy at the moment is I'm happy with 7th. It's a strong lobby in comparison to my driver rating, so I will get more driver rating points even if I just bring home 7th place. So I'm not going to make a move on this guy unless it's absolutely glaringly obvious, but it doesn't mean we can't pressure him into a mistake. Look up ahead, 2 guys go off into the gravel here, so we make up 2 places. So even more so, I want to bring home what is now 5th place. But as I say, I'm not going to make a move on him, but I'm having a look. We've got plenty of fuel. I am going to try and pressure him into making a mistake. You can see there he's running wide. He's obviously thinking about me, like everybody would, to be honest, if you've got someone all over you. So let's see if we can pressure him cleanly into a mistake. And as we say that, the yellow flags are back out. Someone had a nightmare down at Spoon. It looks like they have the German in the 911 there. Suzuka is the gift that keeps on giving. We are now up to 4th. So if I can pressure this guy to make a mistake, we could well end up in 3rd, which would be absolutely fantastic. Having come through 130R here for the penultimate time, we're coming down to the Casio Triangle as well. I think he is fuel saving a tiny bit. And the reason I say this is because if you watch, we catch him massively coming down this straight, and I'm shifting early myself. So he's gone defensive, so that shows me that he wants to hang on to this position, so that's fine. I'm not going to chuck it down the outside here, down into the first turn. But as I say, we are going to try and be all over him to either make him run out of fuel or make a mistake. So coming through the S-curves here, keeping it nice and smooth. You can see our remaining fuel there. We've done a good job. We're at 1.1 laps here. This guy, I think we might be able to have him, you know. Coming up here through the Dunlop curve, just going to have a quick look. He's gone to cover it. Braking, 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 staying as close as I can. Again, he's gone defensive, compromising his line again. But I'm just being really, really conscious not to touch him. There's a fine art here, travelling as close as you can to the car in front, but not touching him. And also in this view, it makes it even more difficult because I just can't see the apex of the corner. But we've made it through probably the trickiest bit, whilst following someone really, really closely. Now we're coming down into turns 13 and 14, Spoon curve. Let's see if we can get a good exit out of here. He's missed the apex slightly, and get a good run on him down the back straight. Just checking the fuel there. We've got enough, but there's no way I'm going to chuck it up the inside of 130R. It could be disastrous for us both, and unless I get a good run on him here, I anticipate he's going to go defensive. Yeah, it may be that we have to settle for 4th place. Coming through the Casio Triangle, he's gone a bit deep. Can we undercut him and come down here? No. As we're coming out the final curve, I don't know what happens to him. He has, he slows down. We go to overtake him there, and he just runs into us, runs us off the road into the gravel. I spin, and our potential 3rd place goes down to 8th. Absolutely gutted. So as our 8th place is confirmed here, I think we should have another look at that and see what happened. So let's have a look at the replay from my point of view. He says he lost control in the message to me, but looking at it from the chase cam, I'm quite suspicious he didn't just lose control. So that's from my view. Let's have a look from his. So coming down to the Casio Triangle here, he comes round, he takes the normal finishing line, which is tight, but listen out now. It's clear, he's run out of fuel, so he veers off the normal inside line to hit me off and then get a punt from the guy who was in 5th to get himself over the line. Absolutely disgraceful. So let's have a look at it back in real time from my point of view. As I said in the message, YouTube will decide. So let's have a trial by comments. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this move and what can be done about people like this. Oh, still painful even watching it back now. What a dick. So guys, Please, as I say, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of that move, and have you come across this guy before? Has he done anything to you? I'm really keen to find out, or did I just get special treatment because it was me? I don't know. But anyway, thank you as always so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.